Ho 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 ho. CommentForce 42 is where we're at. What's up, everyone? It's Zach from Santa's Village. Gabe is all the way back in his house. He didn't make it up here because Christmas got canceled for Gabe. He's been very rotten this year, and so he wasn't invited to Santa's little shindig up here in the North Pole. Gabe, nice of you to join us from your home in Texas, not at the North Pole.
Yeah, stop giving away my location.
Texas.
They're gonna find me
and bring you to the North Pole.
I really don't want to be a part of whatever shenanigans you have going on over there.
We're just doing a little bit of Christmas stuff, baking cookies, eating treats,
Christmas,
looking at snow.
I'm definitely the Grinch. Christmas isn't real.
It's not real.
It's fake.
I saw an interesting post because the Grinch is coming back. If you didn't know, there's a computer animated Minions looking Grinch movie coming in 2018, and people are posting that the Grinch never actually hated Christmas; he just hated people.
Who's that sound like?
You? Oh, Gabriel. It's been a long year of CommentForces, and we are so glad to have you on board. Thank you for being a part of this. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. I kind of want to do, if someone wants to make a montage of the greatest comments of the year, that would be awesome. I will probably give you a fruitcake or maybe one of Santa's mice. Did you know that Santa has at least 300 mice?
How about one up, Zach, and give you a Switch game of your choice?
Wow. Montage us the best comments of the year, the best moments from CommentForce, all 42 episodes, and you will win a Switch game of your choice straight from Gabe in his Grouch house down in Texas.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're here with another episode. We missed last week. That's okay. We're back. We're over 40 now. Things are slowing down. It's hard.
Yeah, I can't play baseball with my kids.
Why not?
Wait. To be clear, I don't have kids, guys. Before anyone gets any ideas, because people...
Christmas miracles. Christmas miracles.
Well, Zach, first people thought I was a child, and then people thought my beard was fake. So,
you know what I haven't seen in a long time? This is out of nowhere, but rolling pin. I feel like that was something that happened a lot when I was a child, and I haven't seen one in years.
Yeah.
Do you have a rolling pin?
No.
I don't either.
I don't know what's going on.
Let's roll these comments straight out to you. Starting with Jimmy Toomer. Gosh, that's... Sorry, Jimmy.
His name is Jimmy Toomer.
Okay. It's on the Enter the Gungeon gameplay. So I thought it said Gungan, like Jar Jar. And Doggy Dog says, Jar Jar is a Sith Lord, and Duckus 10,000 says Enter the Gungan, which is what I wish this game was. I'm polling for an Enter the Gungeon Star Wars crossover. By the way, Enter the Gungeon is my new favorite Switch game.
And Star Wars is your new favorite Star Wars movie.
Star Wars is my new favorite movie.
Yeah, you have a lot of favorite stuff that's like...
This month is good.
Well, Gungeon is good. Star Wars isn't at all. But, you know.
I really like Star Wars. I wish that there was something Star Wars on Switch so we could do a Star Wars review.
Maybe in 2018 we could just do whatever we want.
Whatever we want. New year. Hey, listen. 2017 showed us that politicians can do whatever they want. 2018 is about YouTubers doing whatever they want.
Wait till you guys see what we have in store for you. You're not going to be happy. I'm joking. No one ever knows when I'm joking.
I don't know when... guys, I've known Gabe for years. I still don't know when he's joking. So I fully understand your troubles.
All right, well, let's get into Daehyun Song's troubles or comment. He says, I really hope they reshape the franchise like the way they did with Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. I haven't been able to really sink my teeth into a Pokemon game since Ruby and Sapphire. I have played Soul Silver, Black 2, and Sun since then, but always stop in the middle of the game with no interest to continue. Hopefully they mix it up, and I'll finally get a Pokemon game I can really sink my teeth into.
Okay, well, I have an issue right off the bat. First of all,
so do I.
Sinking your teeth into a Switch cart, not a good idea. We've experienced that.
Also, I hate that phrase. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I am a strange human, as you know, Zach.
Well, yeah, so I'm sorry that you couldn't bite on those Game Boy Advance cartridges. I think that you should not bite into the Switch cartridge. But I will say that I feel a lot like you. I think that it would be fantastic if they mix it up major like they did for Mario and Zelda. Pokemon, obviously a tentpole franchise. I feel like that's the one, though, that's most likely to stay the same, for better or worse.
Well, this is in reference to the rumors.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, the Unreal Engine thing going around that is a rumor. probably not true because it could be for a number of things. It could be a completely different Pokemon game from a different company. It could be, a commercial for Pokemon Go because they do like 3D stuff for that.
Right.
So who knows? But let's say that image we saw is for the new Pokemon for Switch, then I don't know how much of the same it's going to be, right? Unless, because it seems like it's like completely 3D, and other than just like visually, I feel like the game would be 3D.
I hope so. I hope that there's a major switch up. I feel like Pokemon is one of their franchises that they have invented a formula, and they want it to maintain that formula forevermore. But Zelda, the same thing could have been said of Zelda, and they completely flipped that around. So I will hold out hope. I think after releasing Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we're ready for something a little different. So mixing it up, 3D-ifying, and using that to not only add another dimension to the visuals, but to the gameplay as well, I would like it. Now, Gabe, you're not going to like this next comment from Bonus Brian. He says that Snipperclips is one of the most overrated games ever.
The name Brian is one. No, I'm joking. I was gonna say it's one of the most overrated names ever. No, I'm just messing around. I love Snipperclips, but yeah, I mean, you can think this. That's perfectly fine.
I think maybe Snipperclips is overrated if you don't have a built-in player 2. Like if you don't have like a brother or a best friend,
built-in player 2. You press a button like on your
man or woman that happens to reside in your domain.
You didn't let me get my joke off, but
your domicile.
Yeah.
Your environment.
You guys know how we feel about Snipperclips. It's one of my favorite games on Switch. I feel it's absolutely phenomenal. So many great times.
Did you ever wish for a girlfriend for Christmas? Let's derail this.
What?
Have you ever wished for a girlfriend for Christmas?
Like you said, ever? Have I ever?
Yeah, like in a past year.
No, I'm not that type.
No.
I'm not that type of person.
Have you ever wished for a girlfriend for your birthday?
No, you know me. If I want a girlfriend, I go get a girlfriend.
There was a time in my life when I was sad and I was like, just want a nice girlfriend by the end of the year.
No, again, you know me. I'm not the type that's gonna like wallow on that. I'll go get a girlfriend.
Well, it's not wallowing. It's making a.
If your wish is you could have a girlfriend for Christmas, you're definitely doing some wallowing.
All right, Snipperclips. Sorry, Brian. Go find a player 2.
Yeah,
that's my recommendation.
Or a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a toaster friend. I don't know. Tony Fidgets says, "Where is Doom though? I hope it doesn't discourage Bethesda importing future games like Fallout. Praying for a 3/New Vegas, hell, even 4 if possible. Talking about ports here for Fallout. 4's not happening. I think we can safely say that. But
I do want to point out that because we discussed this months ago, Nintendo releases their top 20 sellers. Doom is not on there. But Skyrim is, so the fear of this dissuading them, I think, is erased by the fact that Skyrim did so well. Now, I will say it's concerning that none of the sports games were on there, but at the same time, Mario plus Rabbids was on there. So, I mean, granted, that does have Mario in the title. But yeah, how do you feel about that list? Do you think that the top 20 being so Nintendo heavy does dissuade third parties at all for 2018?
No, because we have had tangible proof that third parties are happy with the performance of their games on Switch thus far. Xenoverse, right? Mm-hmm. It might not be on the list or whatever, but Bandai, they changed their name, sorry, has come out and said, "Hey, we're really happy with the way that did." Capcom used some weird phrase, the way they said that Street Fighter 2 sold really well was insane. I forgot what verbiage they went with, but they were really happy with the sales of Street Fighter on Switch. So I think third parties are actually going to continue to come on board. Bethesda specifically, like you said, has Skyrim that did really, really well. So yeah.
Well, and we established that list is a pretty high bar. Games were selling near 1 million. So, I'm sure for a lot of these companies, especially as the Switch user base expands, they will be able to reach, a sizable amount of sales. And even if it doesn't make the top 20, there's so many games that there's I think a plethora of titles that end up still doing well and making a profit.
The other thing is, and you noticed this when we talked about that list in that video, that is such a launch-centered. There's over half of those games are launch games, and just they're there because they've been out for so long. Doom hasn't been out for that long, and
I still don't think Doom ever makes that list.
No, of course not. But anomalies Mario and Xenoblade Chronicles, they're on there because those do really well, especially Mario. But I mean, maybe Doom did so well. I think if it sold 400,000 copies, I think they're happy with that. I guess it all depends on the expectations, because it's not like Bethesda like did anything. Like, they didn't make the game. Like, yeah, they made like Doom, but they're not the ones that ported the game over. So
yeah,
depends. Then you get into the business of it. How much did you contract these people to make this game for, and the amount of games that you sold, did that cover that? Like, how much profit did you make? Like, I mean, there's a lot to look into there that we just don't have the information on.
And specifically regarding Fallout, I mean, no rumor or insight if this is happening, but given Bethesda's commitment to single player games, it seems like another port on Switch is coming at some point.
Yeah.
Moving on, Juventino Meja says Mario Party Switch, and that is definitely a game that we completely forgot about when making our most wanted wish games of 2018. This is one that I really want, and I would love it to be like a Nintendo Party. Bring in some Inklings, bring in some Twintel, bring in some Link, bring in a little bit of Donkey Kong. I mean, he's sometimes there, sometimes he's a bad guy. But give us the old school Mario Party. I don't want to ride in a vehicle cooperatively. I don't want to just run around the board doing mini games. I want traditional Mario Party with spaces and turns and items and stealing and Boo and Bowser and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I echo what you say. I do want a more traditional Mario Party, but I kind of don't want Mario Party if it isn't Nintendo Party. I mean, call it Mario Party, fine, but include everybody. Like, you got to get.
Come on, let's be inclusive here.
Yeah, get the other characters in here. I want to be Link.
Good.
All right. After that, though, we can move over to Flipdo. He says, my chemistry teacher told me he's not buying a Switch until Smash Bros. Comes out.
Yes.
I think your chemistry teacher will buy a Switch this coming year. But if your chemistry teacher wants to count a port, because I feel like that's what's happening.
Does he get a Switch in 2018?
Yeah. If
you think?
Again, if the teacher's okay with the port, yeah.
I'm surprised because you're the same guy that never believes that, Metroid Prime isn't coming, Pokemon isn't coming, but you're convinced that we're getting a little Smash action in 2018.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep bringing this up. Yeah, I don't think Metroid's next year. I don't think Pokemon is next year. I do think Smash is. Again, a port, not a new Smash.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do wonder, what are the Switch holdouts? It's got to be just Smash and Pokemon? I mean, if Zelda and Mario didn't do it for you, it must be those two, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be.
I mean, some people are really into Metroid, but I don't think anybody ever doesn't buy a Nintendo console because Metroid's not on it yet.
But Smash and Pokemon are worthwhile. Maybe there's someone that's holding out for a little bit of Yoshi. They're like, hey, if I don't get Yoshi, then I'm out.
Yeah.
Forget it.
If
I don't get YouTube on my system, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I don't think
that's how we should be. We should not bother. We're YouTubers. What are we doing, Gabe? We've screwed this up.
I'm a YouTuber?
Rewind time. You're not. You're a YouTuber. All right. What does that make you? An assistant to a YouTuber?
Assistant to the regional YouTuber?
Assistant to the no. You're the assistant to the YouTuber because Ghost Robo is the real YouTuber and we're just his assistants.
Yeah, I don't know who Ghost Robo even is really.
Sephiran Laran says, guys, the audio issues are Jake's ghost. He's come back from the dead after Zach and Gabe killed him many moons ago. It's a sign. We need the fourth edge to decipher his hidden message. Yikes. Oh, I wish it was this inexplicable. Unfortunately, our audio issues last week, look, and we'll address this probably, but it should have been beautiful. We had this nice, cute setup, the two of us, and we kept kicking chords and not realizing that was going to make a mess. So we're sorry.
Zach's being a good sport here, but I really feel like most of the blame comes in on me.
You can't sit still, Gabe.
I move way more than you. I'm a very anxious person. I move around a lot. So, but the real explanation, and again, we're going to address this separately on another video, but every time I would move, I would either kick the cord or my arm would hit the cord that's connected to the mic, and that's what caused that static. That's why for periods, it's perfectly fine. And then right. I would hit the cord and the static would come up. And we obviously didn't know about it until, I came back home because, I was visiting Zach, so.
Yeah, well, if it's Jake's ghost, okay, first of all, Jake's not dead.
Yeah, I was like, you saw Jake today, and I saw him a few days ago. I just saw Jake.
Yeah. All right, so this next comment is for the video. Zelda Breath of the Wild is finished with DLC. No more coming. And I like this comment because I think it shows our evolution as we move into a new year.
Wait, what?
Read the next comment.
Jash, the rapper. I don't know how I feel about your name, Jash, the rapper. Good job on the title. Normally, it would be something like, will there be more DLC in Zelda Breath of the Wild?
So basically, Josh is saying we used to be clickbaity, and we have ended that era. And I just want to say congrats to us, because this was the most infuriating thing of 2017, trying to figure out how we were clickbaiting when we weren't trying to, and trying to not do what we weren't trying to do. Like, man, oh man. I wish you could have seen some of the text messages where we're like, I don't understand how this is clickbait. We absolutely are not trying to clickbait, but they're saying it's clickbait. We can't figure out why. We got to come up with a new way to write titles. But I feel like we've passed that lump in the road, that bump in the bridge.
We hope.
And so I'm glad that Jash is acknowledging the fact that we got it right. And God help us that that never comes back again. Ever.
Please.
We don't try. We're not here to clickbait. We're here to make friends, bake cookies, and try to figure out where Gabe is located.
Adam Ashbaker says in 20...
You're just going to do another one? Okay.
Yeah. Wait, was it your turn?
Okay. You can go ahead, Gabe.
Adam,
take it away.
No, I want you to end it. Adam Ashbaker says in 2018 they better add Switch rewards to my Nintendo rewards. I have like 500 gold coins and thousands of silver ones, and there's nothing good to spend them on. I don't partake in these, and I know you don't either.
But I have seen this complaint for many a moon. Like, you get all these coins and there's really nothing good to buy, and they absolutely did not include Switch. Like, oh, there's some eShop stuff, but it's really not. It's really not the same without our favorite platform.
Yeah, I hope Nintendo does step it up, because, like you, I have seen this be a sentiment that is echoed throughout our comments sometimes.
Throughout the ages.
Yeah, I just don't like, just pure ignorance on my part. I don't even know how this works. Like, how do you even get these coins? I don't know.
Buying games. I actually used to do it back in like the Game Boy Advance era. You buy games, they give you a code, you can log in, type it into My Nintendo Rewards, you get gold coins. You used to be able to buy some pretty cool stuff. They had like more clothing items and like trinkets and pins. And
I remember that. Like back when like the 3DS was first out, I did that once. Like, what did I get? It was but it's a physical item. It's not an in-game item. Like it would, like they send you.
No, but now it's mostly digital things.
Like but it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not. There's nothing for Switch. Got you.
Okay, I didn't know that it was the same program. I understand. Okay.
I have a feeling that once the online service comes in, they'll add this. If I had to guess,
I hope so.
KJ Schneider says, in terms of games that surprised him, to be honest, Super Mario Odyssey really surprised me, which I thought was interesting. And his reasoning is solid. He says, I remember being really worried that there were only going to be 4 kingdoms, or that the capping mechanic wouldn't be all that fun or refreshing. I've never been the hugest Mario fan, but Mario Odyssey absolutely blew me away. It was perhaps the most charming game of all time, a true culmination of everything Mario has been through. It was picked for Game of the Year, and even though I expected it to be amazing, it still managed to blow my mind. And I think that's a really good one. You know, you don't typically put a Mario mainline game as surprising, but we had almost all of these same worries. And I think it's interesting that KJ and us kind of felt the same way, because the fear of kingdoms completely erased, the fear of that cabin mechanic completely erased, and it did end up being a very culminating, charming Game of the Year caliber game.
Yeah, and for me, like, the interesting thing becomes, like, hey, the next Mario game is Cappy year-round? Because Cappy is so cool. People loved Cappy, right? The mechanic of taking control of enemies. But I don't know how you... my answer to that is probably no. I don't think Cappy comes back for the next one.
It's just hard because both Nintendo's big guns, right, Mario and Zelda, if they walk back on their core mechanics, it's going to feel weird unless they're replaced with something even more off the wall. But like, you walk Breath of the Wild back from the open world, does that feel like a regression? You walk Mario back from Cappy, does that feel like a regression?
Yeah, they got themselves in quite a predicament here as far as that goes, right? Because if you ask me, hey, Gabe, do you want every Zelda going forward to be open world? My answer to that is no. I do not want every Zelda going forward to be like a big open world. Do I want every...
But at the same time, how do you make that exciting and enticing when your last one was massive and open, and that's what you completely...
Well, luckily smarter...
blew everyone away with.
Yeah, well, luckily smarter people than me work at Nintendo. They'll figure it out. I think they're in like heavy brainstorm sessions.
They're just sinking their teeth into all the old Zeldas to try and figure out what was the key ingredient.
Yeah, I know. They'll figure it out.
We hope.
Yeah.
Well, that's CommentForce 42. I'm going to get back to my sleigh bells, my reindeer food. You have reindeer food, Gabe? Did you ever do that when you were real small?
I ate the reindeer food.
Oh, God. Well, I'm going to go wrap some presents, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate, a very happy Hanukkah. It's over, but I hope it was good. A very wonderful Yule, but that's over. A beautiful Kwanzaa, Diwali, holiday. What's Dwight celebrate? What's this guy called?
Krampus?
Is it Krampus?
Yeah. Bill Schnickel.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
You celebrate that thing.
Have you been impish, Zach?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get hit with sticks. So.
All right, Zach. So, my favorite part of CommentForce here. Give me some advice.
My advice is this. For the holiday weekend and the next coming days, set aside your personal instincts and be about creating happiness and joy for others, even if it isn't your favorite thing. And I'll give you a personal example. I'm going to visit my grandmother on Christmas Day, and I don't really want to go, but it's something that she has wanted her whole life. It's a 3.5-hour car ride, and she is getting older, and so my family decided that we are going to go make her day, because she always got frustrated that we were not there on actual Christmas Day, even though we'd be there the next day or the day before. She really wanted this, and even though it seems silly to me, and I don't want to drive 3.5 hours each way in the snow, I'm going to go with a smile on my face because, hey, if it makes her happy and it brings and spreads kindness and joy, great. I've got a lot of great blessings and good things in my life. I can spread a little love. So go out there, spread some love, set aside maybe how you think it should go, and work to create a happy holidays for all. I know that sounds incredibly like it was written on a Hallmark gift card, but I promise it's from the heart.
All right. Mine is a little darker. Not really.
Oh, God.
No, it's...
Now we know why we didn't let you in the North Pole.
It's still fantastic advice. And I only bring this up because, contrary to what we believed, when we look at our audience, it's a lot of 18 to 25-year-olds. We have a lot of people that are not children, right? So do you know what happens in the holidays, Zach?
A lot of babies are made.
Not just that. People drink.
Okay.
If you're out drinking, do not drive. Please, please,
Yes,
please.
there
We
we go.
do not need any lives ruined because of drinking and driving. If you're out having a good time, whatever you want to be doing, that's your prerogative. Just be sure to get to your destination safely. You know, alcohol-related accidents are tragic, and they happen all too often. So, yeah, stay away from the wheel if you're having some happy juice for Christmas.
Yes, stay safe, be smart, and it kind of, in similar fashion, put others first. Think about others' lives, how you impact them, and ways you can make it good for those around you. We will try to make your lives good with more CommentForce into the new year. In the meantime, friends and family, thanks so much for always submitting comments. There's not a single video with no comments. That's good. So thanks for, you guys are batting 100%. I hope you continue to bat that well. And I have faith that you will. So thanks so much for making it a great year. Happy holidays, one and all. Be safe, be merry. And until the next time, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. For myself and Jolly Gabriel. I wish it was Golly Gabriel or Jolly Jabe, something like that. So I could do a little alliteration. I can't alliterate with my name. Like, am I going to do Zebra Zach? I don't know. So I wanted to have fun with you, but I can't.
Yeah. To be clear, also one last thing I want to throw out there. This is not the last CommentForce of 2018, right? 17, correct? Do we have one more?
We do, but this is the last one before Christmas. So
okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that, I didn't know if Happy New Year. Okay, there's another week.
Yeah,
I forgot.
No, we're gonna have a mistletoe magic CommentForce next week, baby.
All right.
We are gonna do that, and we will see you there. So until that time, thanks so much for watching. Day for myself, Gabe. Switch Force.